Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss CBSE class 10 Maths chapter 7 coordinate geometry, the 8th example relating to the section formula. Let's look into the question, children. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection, that is the points dividing in three equal halves. Okay, so if you see bisect, if you see the word bisect, you can see that it will divide into two equal halves. Okay, so or you can say it is dividing in the ratio 1:1. Trisection means what? You have one more division. You have one more division. So you can tell it to be 1:1, or if you combine, you can tell it to be 2:1, or if you combine these two, it can be 1:2. Anyway, you can do it. Okay. So find the coordinates of the points of the trisection. So this is a line. Okay, it's a line segment joining the points A and B. So we have A and B. Okay, and you have it dividing into three equal parts. Okay, so you have, these are the 3 points of trisection, you can say. So now we have to find out the value of the coordinates. Okay, the value of the coordinates. It is a trisection. Trisection means what? It will divide into three equal halves. So here you have 1, here you have 1, then it can be 3 equal halves. So let's name it to be P and Q. It is going to be what? 1:1. Okay, so first what we will do is, we'll have AP separately and we'll have PB separately. AP separately and PB separately, and then we will consider it to be dividing it in the ratio 1:2. So 1 is your M1 and 2 is your M2. 1 is your M1 and 2 is your M2. Your coordinate A is going to be 2, -2, and B is going to be -7, 4. So we have all these points M1, M2, x1, y1, x2, y2. So we know the section formula. So what is the section formula say? It will be M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2, M1 y2 plus M2 y1, divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so let us take this to be x1, y1, this to be x2, y2. Can we substitute all these, children? Yes. So we will find out the coordinates of P. So coordinates of P is going to be x, y we will take. Okay. So what will be x, y? So my x, y will be first M1 x2. Your M1 is what? 1. So it will be, so let me take it to be 1, and or you can find out x and y separately also, children, to avoid confusion. For x, first let's find out for x. So it will be M1 x2. So 1 into x2 is what? -7. Okay, and M2 is what? 2, and x1 is what? 2, divided by M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2 will be 1 plus 2, which is going to be 3. So this will be 1 into -7 will be -7 plus 4 divided by 3. So it will be -7 plus 4 will be -3 by 3, which will be -1. Similarly, we will find out for y. For y, M1, y2. M1 is the same. Y2 is what? 4 plus M2 is going to be 2, and y1 is going to be -2 divided by 1 plus 2. So it will be what? 4 minus 4 divided by 3. So it will be 0 divided by 3, which will be 0. So what are the points for P? The coordinates of P is going to be -1, 0. With this we are finding 1 point. Okay. So with this we have completed finding out 1 point. Now we know that you have P here, you have B here. Okay. Remember, here you have P, here you have B. Okay, and then in the between you have Q. Your P is -1, 0, B is -7, 4, and here it is dividing into the ratio 1:1. That means here you can use the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is what? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, so if this is x1 comma y1 and this is x2 comma y2, let's find out for q. So for q it will be x1 plus x2, so it will be minus 1 minus 7 divided by 2 comma 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So what will it be now? Minus 1 minus 7 will be minus 8 by 2 comma 4 by 2, which will be minus 4 comma 2. Isn't it easy, children? So we've got the value of q to be minus 4 comma 2. So these are the coordinates of q. So we have found out the coordinates of the points of trisection. The points of trisection are P and Q. If you look into the textbook, for the next case, okay, for the next case, that is after finding out PQ, what they have done is, they have written the same AB they have taken, okay, you have P and then Q. So for finding out P, we took the ratio as 1:2. For finding out Q, they have taken this entire thing as 2 and this as 1. So by using the ratio 2:1, they have found out. Even in that way you can do, but always whenever there is a possibility to use midpoint theorem, that will reduce the burden. Is it clear, children? So what we did was, what I did here when I taught you is, so we have 1:2, okay, and for the second case, for finding out Q, I am taking only this particular portion alone. Okay, for this particular portion, I can use the midpoint formula. Okay, so with this, we found out the coordinates of P to be minus 1 comma 0 and Q to be minus 4 comma 2. Hope you understood this, children. If you have any doubts, please get back to the concept videos where I have taught you regarding the section formula, midpoint formula and all, so that it will be easy for you. So with this, we are completing with the 8th example, children. So we'll do the 9th example in the upcoming video, children. Thank you, children.